scholars. How are you all, students? Hope you all are watching my videos regularly. Yes. So in the previous video, I have started chapter 12, that is travel and communication, and I hope that all of you like this chapter. So let's see what we have the next part of the same chapter. So earlier I have discussed about the means of travel. I have taken two important means. One is roadways, other is railways. Okay, so roadways, it is an important and cheapest means of travel. Yes, yes, it is an important and cheapest means of travel because they connect the whole country. And there are two types of roads. What are the names? One is metalled and other is non-metal road. Okay, then we have discussed about the railways. Railways is another means of travel and it is cheaper than airways. Okay, as compared to airways. It helps people to travel longer distances. So if anybody wants to go from one place to another and they want to cover the long distances, then they can prefer railways. Now the type of railways also we have discussed. These are passenger rail, then goods train, then metro and local train. Fine. Now let's see what are the other means of travel. So we have other means is waterways. It is also an important means of travel in India, and it is used to transport heavy goods like petroleum, iron ore and coal to other countries. Fine. Now water transport can be divided into two categories. What are the names of that categories? One is inland waterways, other is oceanic waterways. Fine. So let's discuss what are the different types of waterways. So as you can see the picture, the first two pictures, it shows the inland waterways, and this is the picture of oceanic waterways. So what is inland waterways? Where ships travel along water bodies such as river, canals and backwaters. Okay, as you can see the picture, it indicates. Now next is whereas in oceanic waterways, ship travel across seas and oceans. So these are the oceanic waterways. Fine. Now let's see the other means of travel, that is airways. And I hope that all of you know this because nowadays airways are very popular, right? So it is the fastest and most expensive means of travel. Okay. Now if the question comes to that what is the cheapest means of travel, then what is the correct answer? The roadways. Okay. And if I'll ask you that what is the fastest and most expensive means of travel, the answer is airways. Fine. Now it has become extremely important. Yes, it is very important nowadays and very popular also because people need to travel to different places quickly. That's why they can go with the airways. They can choose airways because it is fastest. Now helicopters and aeroplanes are some of the important means of air travel, and we use this air travel to carry goods and mails. Okay, and apart from this, during natural disaster it is very helpful. Okay, because if we want to give food or medicine to the affected area, then airways is the best source. Okay, through that we can send all these things very quickly. So they are very useful during natural disasters such as earthquake, flood, tsunami, etc. Fine. Now the two types of air travel, there are two types of travel, air travel. One is domestic travel, other is international travel, and I hope that you know the difference between both, but still we can cover it. Domestic travel means people travel by air within the country. As the name suggests, domestic, it is local. Okay, so when the people travel within the country by air, then it is domestic travel. For example, if you want to go from Surat to Delhi or from Delhi to Mumbai, then it comes into the domestic travel. Fine. International travel, as the name suggests, international, it means out of the country. Fine. So when people travel to another country, from one country to another by air, then it comes to the international travel. Fine. Now there are certain important cities like Delhi, Kolkata, then Chennai and Bangalore. They are the important cities where international airports are located. So if you want to go to out of the country, from Surat, then first you have to go to Mumbai or you have to go to Delhi, and then you can take an international flight. Okay, as you can see in the picture, the first picture indicate the domestic flight and the second picture is the international flight. So this is all about the types of air travel. Fine. So now I hope that in the video you will get the complete information about the means of travel, and now you understand that what are the different means of travel. Okay, one is roadways, second is railways, third is waterways, and four is airways. Okay, so these are the four important means of travel, and there are certain factors also through that we can select which means, we can select the different means, right? So what is your job now? What you have to do, you have to read this chapter, especially page number 117 of the same chapter. Fine. So by the time, take care of yourself, your health and your family members, and enjoy the video. Thank you.